Mowgli, the guardian of the jungle. In the depths of the Indian jungle, where the sun barely pierced through the dense canopy and the air thrummed with life, there lived a boy unlike any other. His name was Mowgli, and though human by birth, the jungle was his home, and the animals his family. It was said that Mowgli's story began when he was just a baby, left abandoned in a basket near the river. The black panther, Bagheera, found him first, carrying the small child gently in his jaws through the underbrush. Not far from there, he brought the boy to the wolf pack led by Akela. Raksha, the mother wolf, took Mowgli as her own, raising him alongside her cubs. From that day, the boy became a creature of the jungle. Years passed, and Mowgli grew strong and wise. Baloo the bear taught him the ways of honey and leisure, while Bagheera instructed him on the secrets of survival. Kaa the python, mysterious and ancient, whispered the language of the trees and rivers. The jungle accepted Mowgli, for he had the heart of a wolf and the courage of a tiger. But peace, like the morning mist, never lingered for long. The shadow of Shere Khan, the fierce and cruel tiger, loomed over the jungle. Shere Khan despised Mowgli, seeing the boy as a threat to his dominion. He believed no human should walk freely in the wild, and he vowed to destroy Mowgli one day. Mowgli, however, feared no beast. He roamed the land, protecting the weaker creatures and maintaining the delicate balance of the jungle. One evening, while Mowgli and his wolf brother, Gray, were exploring the edge of the jungle, they noticed something unusual. Trees had been cut down, and strange footprints marred the soil. The scent of smoke hung in the air. "Men," Gray growled. "They are near." Mowgli's eyes narrowed. He had heard tales of men returning to the jungle with fire and steel. Though he barely remembered his life among them, he felt no kinship with their ways. Mowgli set off to seek counsel from Hathi, the wise and ancient elephant. Hathi, with his long memory, had seen generations of men come and go. "The men bring axes and fear," Hathi rumbled. "They seek to tame the jungle, but they do not understand that the jungle is untamable." "What must I do, Hathi?" Mowgli asked. "You must be the guardian, as the jungle has made you." That night, Mowgli called upon his brothers of the pack. Together, they spread across the forest, warning the creatures of the approaching men. Birds flew overhead, delivering messages to the farthest reaches, while Kaa slithered silently, spreading the word beneath the roots of ancient trees. As dawn approached, Mowgli stood on a rock overlooking the clearing where men had begun to build. He watched as fires crackled and axes struck the wood. Shere Khan, who had been lurking nearby, approached with a smug grin. "Let them come, man-cub," the tiger sneered. "Men will turn on you too, as they always do." Mowgli met Shere Khan's gaze without flinching. "I am not afraid of men, nor am I afraid of you, Shere Khan. This is my home, and I will protect it." With the sunrise, Mowgli's plan began. Baloo led a group of bears to block the river's edge, while the wolves scattered through the undergrowth, howling and unsettling the men. The elephants, with Hathi at the front, marched through the clearing, toppling the men's huts with ease. The jungle fought back, not with violence, but with unity. The men, frightened and overwhelmed by the sheer force of the jungle's guardians, retreated, leaving behind their tools and fires. As the last man fled into the horizon, Mowgli stood tall among his brethren. Shere Khan watched from the shadows, his golden eyes gleaming. Though the men had gone, he knew the boy's battle was far from over. "You think this is victory?" Shere Khan growled. "One day, Mowgli, the jungle will turn on you." Mowgli smiled faintly, turning his back to the tiger. "Perhaps. But until then, I am the guardian of the jungle, and I will stand as long as it stands." Years passed, and Mowgli's legend grew. His name was whispered among the trees and sung by the birds. The boy who had been raised by wolves had become the heart of the jungle, a bridge between man and beast. Though threats arose, none could match the bond Mowgli shared with the land he called home. But danger, like the monsoon, always returned. One summer, a drought struck the jungle, drying rivers and emptying watering holes. The animals grew restless, and tensions flared. Shere Khan seized the moment, rallying discontented beasts, promising them water and power if they would follow him. Mowgli, sensing the danger, traveled to the elephant's graveyard to seek the hidden springs said to lie beneath the ancient bones. With Bagheera and Baloo at his side, he descended into the cavernous expanse, facing trials of fire and stone. At last, they found the spring, but it was guarded by a serpent older than Ka, a creature of mist and shadow. "Speak your name and purpose," the serpent hissed. "I am Mowgli, guardian of the jungle. I seek water for my people." The serpent stared into Mowgli's eyes for what felt like eternity before slithering aside. "The water is yours, but remember, guardian, balance is delicate. Take only what you need." Mowgli returned with the water, restoring life to the jungle. The beasts, grateful and humbled, turned their backs on Shere Khan. The tiger, defeated but not broken, vanished into the darkness once more. And so, the legend of Mowgli, the guardian of the jungle, continued to grow, his bond with the land deepening with every trial, as eternal as the jungle itself. Thanks for watching. If you found value in this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to Widescope for more diverse content. Hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest videos. Also, please suggest ways I can create better quality videos so that I can provide you with even better content in the future.